In an ambush, and all of a sudden, life can be threatened by destiny, even before it can fully unfold. Cancer at a young age knows neither inherited burdens nor social bounds. It can also not be prevented by parental care or heightened precaution. Dreadful is the news delivered to the affected patients. Cancer, a phrase that hits like a lightning strike. In fighting these random hazards, Vienna, for once without its waltz-soaked sentiment and without its exerted modernity, is leading the way. For more than 20 years, Vienna has been hosting a center for research and treatment of cancer in children and adolescents of European, even worldwide reputation. The St. Anna Children's Hospital and Children's Cancer Research Institute. From the very beginning, Helmut Gartner has been the tireless force behind St. Anna's successes that are achieved in the clinical field as well as in the field of research. Although leukemia and malignant tumors are still able to take patients by surprise, St. Anna's Children's Hospital has made significant contributions to make sure that medicine is not helpless anymore in the face of cancer in children and adolescents.
Last week, the results of the detailed diagnostic arrived, showing that she has responded very well. She has a really good chance of being cured, given what we can offer and currently do. I've seen her today, and she's eagerly painting, all in yellow and orange, like the color of the infusion.
So in the beginning I thought, crap, we'll do nothing, no chemotherapy and so on. We'll just stay home. But then they told me that it would not be good and that the tumors will spread all over the body. So I decided to do it.
To find even more efficient solutions for the given problems, children's cancer research institutions have developed a dense international network over the past decades. From the generated synergies, valuable benefits are created for pediatric and adolescent patients. The Brain Tumor Treatment Network, HIT, enables interdisciplinary state-of-the-art medical care at its center at the University Clinic in Hamburg-Eppendorf.
The doctor said that he had done quite well, but was sorry to have to tell me that my son had a brain tumor. In that second, everything collapsed. Although you don't realize it, at least not the consequences that it will have. I have to say that life, as you know it, completely changes.
No one can anticipate the marks the exhausting physical stress will leave behind at the end of the day, while dealing with the uncertainties of the disease.
Nearly all children that have undergone radiotherapy suffer from major intellectual shortcomings, have problems in school and in their subsequent lives. This has to be avoided. Our mission is to learn more about brain cancers and understand their biology and the molecular mechanisms behind them, to finally identify the linchpin of this disease in order to treat it more accurately.
The community of pediatric oncologists meets regularly to exchange know-how. In the process, pressing demands geared towards European healthcare policies are consistently put forward.
We have been using a cytotoxic drug for a long time, but we are still lacking data which are essential to remove the off-label status from certain drugs. EMEA want to fill in and remove the off-label status for pediatric use of some cytotoxic or most of cytotoxic drug that we are currently using in the off-label status, which is a very strange situation, but we have been using that for the last 30 years by achieving the outstanding results in cancer patients, in children, and that was probably the only way to try to fill in the gap and as soon as possible try to achieve the data necessary for the full license and authorization for pediatric use.
Politics and the pharmaceutical industry will have to become aware of their moral responsibilities aside of revenue-related issues. From the leukemia meeting in Bergamo to the nearby city of Monza, where a cell research laboratory has been established by private funds at the Centro di Ricerca Tetamanti. Results of the applied leukemia research are being tested.
Cell therapy nowadays represents one of the chance for children with leukemia to have a further possibility to be cured, in addition to the traditional chemotherapy treatment or bone marrow transplantation.
Where do the bone marrow or stem cell donations necessary for leukemia therapy come from? A worldwide virtual network helps with finding suitable donors.
The big problem we face is that the probability of two non-related persons, patient and donor, matching is on average 1 to 500,000. Chances are very, very small. That's why we need millions of donors who are willing to donate blood stem cells. And we have them. They're registered and are available in the large international networks. Our problem is that they're scattered all over the globe. That is why each country needs a central office that has access to all the networks that store data about these donors. The right donor for a specific patient can be filtered out from the network. Each match is then rechecked with the lab for 100% compatibility, so that the donor can save the patient's life with transplantation.
Kann das Leben des Patienten mit einer Transplantation gerettet werden.
Pause, recharge, refocus, and gather new strength. The German Childhood Cancer Foundation has created an exemplary project with the Forest Pirates camp near Heidelberg. There, young cancer patients forget about their disease and its consequences for 10 days at a therapeutically suitable establishment. Escaping gravity for a moment while playing reassures and helps drive away the dark, melancholic clouds. The unconstrained cheerfulness of the adolescent community still has serious counterpoints from time to time. Especially children take their first steps into their new lives very carefully. They engage in even the most innocent pleasures with a mixture of thankfulness and mistrust. Every look in the mirror can accidentally bring back the past.
We were kind of satisfied once we realized that these exasperating treatments in the end saved the child's life. Many former patients were able to look forward to a healthy and long-lasting life.
Every year in the summer, the German Childhood Cancer Foundation organizes the Rainbow Tour. A stately group of athletic survivors is cycling through Germany in several stages, from one children's cancer ward to the next. They are bringing courage, hope and self-confidence to the patients there.
You become more self-confident about your body, knowing that you're able to physically achieve things. You trust your body again, and you can rely on your experience that you've conquered cancer when it comes down to other challenges. You can say, I dealt with the cancer and daily life isn't going to shock me. You simply prioritize differently.
The disaster of adolescent cancer can strike a young patient and his family in an unpredictable, vicious, as well as multifaceted and random nature. It may not be preventable. But an international, well-networked and highly motivated scientific alliance is dedicated to increasing the chances of survival for the young patients. Unlocking new spaces for oneself and fulfilling new dreams is no longer utopistic.